Okay, guys. Okay, let us start today's class. So, in the previous demo, what we have discussed? So, we have discussed about the TOSCA, and we have seen what is the difference between TOSCA as well as Selenium, which is a popular tool, and we have understood. Okay, so what we have done? Don't write anything. Okay, don't write anything. Yeah. So now, what we have learned here in the previous class? So, we have discussed about the basics of TOSCA and how these respective TOSCA we will do. In this class, let us understand a basics of testing. Means మీకు ముందుగా టెస్టింగ్ గురించి తెలియాలి అని అంటే if you want to know about the testing, you should learn from the very basics. Okay, so what is the basics we need to learn? We need to learn about the software testing. What is software testing? So being a software employee, for example, I can see somebody are from non-technical and somebody are from the technical background. Okay, so if you are from the technical background, you know what is testing. Okay, somebody, most of the persons are non-technical person, so let us learn from very basics. Okay, so now what is a software testing? Asal software testing ante enti? Okay, so what is a software testing? Coming to software testing, a software testing is a method to check whether the actual software product matches the expected requirement. For example, if you have any requirement, okay, if you have any requirement, okay, for what is software testing is a method to check whether the actual software product matches the expected. For example, there is any requirement, you need to check whether it is as expected or not. Means, for example, if you have any application called a Flipkart application, let me open Flipkart application. Flipkart application open. Okay, let us open the Flipkart application. In the Flipkart application, observe this one very clear. Okay, in the Flipkart application, what you need to do here? You need to see whether this login spelling is correct or not, and whether when you clicking it is navigating it or not. Means client will give one requirement to us, and we need to check whether the actual software product matches the expected requirement or not. And to ensure that the software product is free of defects and bugs. Okay, means we will check whether we have any mismatches or not. ఏదైనా ఒక దాంట్లో if you have anything, okay, now we will check whether when I am clicking on electronics, whether I am getting electronics or anything. Okay, so that is called testing. Means based on your client requirement, whether the developer has developed that coding or not, and the product is free of bugs. Means when you click on login, it is going to become seller. When you clicking on become seller, it is going and clicking on login. Then what we will do? We will identify as a tester. So we are a software tester. If you are asking what we are a tester. Okay, next one. What are the types of testings we have? We have mainly two types of testing. What are the types of testing we have? We have mainly two types of testing. First one is manual testing and second one is automation testing. మన దగ్గర two types of testings. One is manual and second one is automation testing. We belongs to the automation testing. Okay, now let us understand what is manual testing first. అసలు manual testing అంటే ఏంటి? What is meant by a manual testing? Manual testing is a software testing process where testing done with the human efforts. Means being a human, we will go there and we will execute something. మనం దాన్ని execute చేస్తాం. Means, see, we are going to the application and we are checking whether if you put shoes, sports shoes, whether we are getting sports shoe or not. We are doing it manually. See, one by one we will write the test case and we will execute the test case and we will do all these things. Okay, this comes the manual testing case. Okay, means our human efforts will be there in the manual testing. If it is a manual testing is a software testing process where testing is done with the human efforts. This is called manual testing. Okay. So what we will call this one? This one we will call it as a manual test. Okay. Now, for example, this is the application. Now in this application, what you want to do? You want to check whether this register is visible or not. Check whether this register button is working or not. The spelling is correct or not. All you will test it in the software testing. Okay. But a human will manually go there and he will do it. So if there is a manual, what is manual? Manually we will do it. Now, these manual technologies are over, guys. There is no manual testing. మనకు అసలు manual testing అనేది లేదు ఎక్కడ బయట. What they are expecting? They are expecting us to do some automation testing. We need to automate something. For example, daily there is a task. What is the task? You need to prepare the food. What is the task? You need to prepare the food. In order to prepare the food, what you need to do? You need to go to the kitchen and you need to put some oil and start cooking. Right? Rather doing that, nowadays you can see some automation machine where it is cooking it automatically. Means what you are doing manually, ఏదైతే మీరు manual గా చేస్తున్నారో, what you are doing manually, the same thing you will do automation. That is called automation testing. What is automation testing, guys? What you are doing manually, the same thing you will do it as part of automation. Means you will automate the test case. Okay. What you will do? You will automate the respective test case. Now, see here. Automation testing is a software testing process where the testing is done with the help of any automation tool. With any automation tool, we will test the automation code. Okay. So what are the tools we have? We have UFT. UFT is one of the popular tools. Selenium and TOSCA Commander. These two we need to write the code, but in TOSCA we won't write any single piece of code. మనం ఒక్క కోడ్ కూడా రాయం TOSCA. We won't write any code, guys, in TOSCA, but we need to write in Selenium. Means we are a software tester, and in software testing we have two types of testing. One is manual testing. In the manual testing, you will go and you will test it. But in automation, we all will automate the process. Okay. Automatically, for example, previously when you go to any shop, they used to write it. Now they are scanning it. Means they have automated that process. So wherever there is a automation, they are trying to use the automation tools. So that's why everyone is migrating from manual to the automation testing. Okay. For that, we need to use TOSCA. We have selected TOSCA as an automation tool. Okay. So what is TOSCA or any other tool? In order to do the automation testing, we will do the TOSCA automation testing. We will follow certain standards and we will try to do those things. Got my point? Now you are an automation tester. Okay. Now you have understood all these things. Now see, guys, here comes the major subject. Okay. So now let us do the topic. Okay. So now what is today's class? In today's class, so we have understood what is manual testing and what is automation testing and why we have choose the TOSCA. So TOSCA is a non-coding tool. This is a non-coding tool, guys. So that's why we have opted for the non-coding tools. Okay. Now what we need to discuss in the non-coding tool? Yen discuss cheyal man in non-coding tool. Okay. If there is a non-coding tool, for example, now you have went to one interview. What is the first question they will ask? Well, first question em adutaru memmalni. What is the first question they will ask? Have you worked from scratch or not? Okay. So have you worked from scratch or not? They will ask this question. What you will tell? Hey, means in TOSCA. In TOSCA, have you worked from scratch or not? They will ask this question. Then what you need to answer? You need to answer them. Yes, we have worked from scratch only. మేము scratch నుంచి work చేసాం. Okay. So now, since you have worked from the scratch, now what they will ask? Okay, how to install the TOSCA? Definitely they will ask it. So if you start from installing of the TOSCA, then only you are a tester who knows the end-to-end process. Okay. So now how to install the TOSCA? I will divide this into two scenarios. I will divide this into two scenarios. One is scenario number 1 and next one is scenario number 2. Okay. So how to install the TOSCA in client machine? Client machine lo ela chestam? How we will install the TOSCA in the client machine and how we will install the TOSCA in the local machine. How we will install the TOSCA in the client machine and how we will install the TOSCA in the local machine. Okay, this is what we need to learn. Okay, see guys, in interview, I have seen most of the persons are telling this one. Don't tell this one. Tell how you have installed in your client machine. So what are the steps we need to, what are the steps we have involved? Step number 1. See, generally for all the software employees, we will go to software center. Where we will go? We will go to the software center. How the software center will look like? This will look something like this, guys. Okay, see here. Now, in the client machine, if you have experience, well and good. If you don't have any experience, then see, this is how it will look like. See, you need to go to your machine and search for software center. So we'll go to the software center. Once we have went to the software center, how you have App Store or Play Store, right? On the same way you will have it. In this search button, you will search TOSCA Commander. Now, you need to search for TOSCA Commander. Okay. So now once it is done, see here, what you will do? You will search for a TOSCA Commander here. ఇక్కడ మీరు ఈ search box లో TOSCA Commander అని search చేస్తారు. You will search it for TOSCA Commander. Once you search for the TOSCA Commander, you can see those things will be added over here. It will come. Now what you need to do? You need to come here and click on this any tool. For example, this is the TOSCA. Click on this one. Then you will have navigate to this page. See where there is an install button. Please click on install. Automatically the TOSCA will install. So this link I will give it to you. See, we can't see the real time, right? With this link, you can see the real time also. How it will look like. Search the TOSCA Commander and click on TOSCA Commander tool. Okay, you need to click on TOSCA Commander tool and install. We need to click on the install button. Okay, we need to click on the install button. So once you have clicked on the install button, TOSCA will install in your client machine. They will ask this question, guys. This is interview question. Okay, this is an interview question. What is the interview question? How you have installed the TOSCA in your client machine? Then you need to tell software center. Manam software center and cheptam. Why? Because you are a tester. You have started from the scratch, right? So you have started from the scratch. Since you have started from the scratch, you should know how you need to install. Okay. So now this is the process. If somebody is asking, please answer the question. They will ask how you have installed the TOSCA. In the client machine, we have taken the help of software center. Now, how to install the TOSCA in your personal laptop? That is scenario number 2. How to install the TOSCA in your personal laptop? Let me show you. See guys, I will do this one. I will tell you and I will guide you how to install the TOSCA. I will take the control of your machine and I will install the TOSCA. But installing the TOSCA in your local machine is way easier. Why? Because you will have your admin access. Then admin access untadi meeku. So you can easily do it. But in the real time project, you won't have access. So you need to take the admin help. Okay. So this is how the process you will have. How to install the TOSCA in the local machine means in your personal laptop. First, I will give one zip file to you. So what you need to do? You need to unzip it. Okay. So we need to unzip it. Once you have unzipped something, it will look like this. Okay. See here, it will look something like this. This file I will give it to you guys. You right click on this one and run as an administrator. You need to run it as an administrator. Once you run it, you will land into this page. Miki page కనిపిస్తుంది. Okay. Now what you need to do? You need to click on I agree button and you need to click on continue. Okay. మనం దీని మీద కంటిన్యూ మీద క్లిక్ చేయాలి. We need to click on continue. Next, it will have TOSCA commander and you need to click on this next button. I will help you out guys. Just I am showing how you need to do it. Next, you will land into this page. Just click on the next button. But here, if you see very clearly, the TOSCA is doing something here. What it is doing? It is installing the .NET and it is using C++. What is this? What is this .NET and what is this C++? Now you will ask me, okay, now you will ask me, TOSCA is non-coding tool. It's a non-coding tool, guys. If it is a non-coding tool, then why it is installing .NET? Why it is installing C++? They will ask this question. Interview question number 3. What they will ask? On which framework the TOSCA is built on? On which framework the TOSCA has built on? The TOSCA is built on .NET framework. On the backend means on which framework the TOSCA is built on, or using which framework they have built the TOSCA. Okay, using which framework they build the TOSCA commander tool. They can ask anything, guys. They can ask framework. Generally, for non-coding, there will be no coding. Since there is a no coding, there will be no framework. Okay, but since it is a non-coding tool and it is using a framework, then definitely 99% they will ask this question. Okay, so they will ask this question for sure. So mark my words, without this question there will be no entry. Now question number 4. Using which programming language they have built the TOSCA? Using which programming language they build the TOSCA commander tool? Using which framework or using which programming language. You need to tell them it is C++ or C sharp, we will call it. Okay, so they will call it as C++ or C sharp. Means, see, on the front end, you cannot have any code, but in order to navigate from one place to another place, you need to definitely use some programming language. So that's why, since it is built on this .NET and .NET and C++, the TOSCA is already logging, or all as a prerequisite, it is taking the plugins for C Sharp and .NET. See, when you are doing something, observe the things, what exactly it is doing and why we are doing that. You got my point, right? If somebody is asked, if my student is come up with this question, on which framework the TOSCA is built on the back end, which framework it is using, you need to clearly mention them. We are using .NET framework. To build the TOSCA, they have used .NET framework. Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, got my point? Next one. Okay, next what you need to do? Simple. Select the TOSCA commander and click on next. And wherever you need to browse that one, you need to click on this one and click on next. Next, what you need to do? You need to click on help improving the Tricentis TOSCA and click on next button. You need to enable the Tricentis update services features and click on next button. You need to enable this one and click on next button. We need to install the Vision AA, click on next. So click on next. That's it. Okay, click on install. Once you have installed, you can see a finish screen which is appeared here. 1 minute. Okay, so now this is how you will install the respective TOSCA in your personal machine. Using Software Center, you will use that one. Else, they will give one zip file, guys. Okay, see it here. Or they will give one zip file, unzip it, and connect with admin team to install. Got my point? Install చేయడానికి admin help తీసుకోండి సరిపోతుంది. Okay, we need to take the admin help to install the TOSCA. That's it. Done. Now, since you are working from the scratch, okay, since you are working from the scratch, what you have done? You have installed the TOSCA. Now, if somebody is asking you how to install the TOSCA, you just tell we have installed from the Software Center, or we got a zip file from the client, we have unzipped and we have installed it. Being an automation tester, you should know how to install the TOSCA first. Okay, so being an automation tester, we need to know how to install the TOSCA first. Okay, now you have understood how to install the TOSCA. Now, how to once, okay, installation is done. What next? What do you need to do? What you need to do, once you have installed the TOSCA, we need to open the TOSCA commander. How to open the TOSCA commander? Go to your search button. Once you have installed, type TOSCA, then see this is the logo for the TOSCA commander. This is the logo for TOSCA commander. Just click on it. If you click on it, you can see one screen, Tricentis TOSCA 16.0 patch 5. Means this is the version of TOSCA. what you have installed. Okay, so this is the TOSCA version, what you have installed. Now, what you need to do? See here, generally, once you have installed the TOSCA, the interview question number 5, what is the current version of TOSCA you are using in your project? They will ask this question this. Adutari question. What is the current version of TOSCA you are using in project? We are using 16.0. Okay. Current version we are using is 16.0 and patch 5. What is this patch? Patch ante enti? For example, if you are, they can't release the version, right? Every time they can't release the version. If in 16 version, if they have any issues, they will put it as a patch. Patch 1, patch 2, patch 3, patch 4 like. Okay. So now, once they have asked the current version, what is the next question they may ask? They may ask about previous version. You will have 2 to 3 years of experience, right? So what is the previous version? If somebody is asked you, just tell them we have used 14.0 and patch 3. Now, if they ask the current version and previous version, definitely they will ask latest version. What is the latest version which is available? 2024.2 and it is patch 1. Okay. There is interview. Today we had an interview for Infosys. Direct Infosys. They have asked this question. What is the latest version? What is the current version you are using? And what is the latest version which is available in the market? Okay. So what they have asked? They have asked about what is the current version of TOSCA you are using in your project. What is the previous version? And what is the latest version? Okay. Okay. Ritvik, I have understood everything, but can you please show me whether we have any growth in TOSCA or not? Asal TOSCA lo growth unda leda? Did we have any growth or not? Let us see. I will give you one example, then you will clearly understand. Me clear ga okati ardham avutadi. Enti anante what you will understand? You will understand that. Okay. See here. I want to show you one slide, guys. See it here. Now, TOSCA version. What is the TOSCA version we are using generally? So let us see how rapidly the TOSCA is growing with this example. Very, very important. Observe this one. Somebody will ask whether we have any job opportunities or not. We have very huge job opportunity market, guys, for TOSCA. The properly trained persons are very less. Okay, now see. TOSCA 12.0. See, previously we have 10, 11, 9, 8 and so on. But from 12, it is became familiar. In 2019, they have launched TOSCA 12. Now, in 2013, they have launched, in 2020, they have launched TOSCA 13. What is the time difference? October to September, it's 1 year. Means it is still growing stage. Now, 2014, TOSCA 14 has been launched in 21. Since it is launched in 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25, 3 years. Based on this, you can arrange. Okay. Now, how many days? 1 year. Again 1 year. So there is no rapid growth. Now see, 15. In 2022, October, again 1 year. Coming to 16, if you observe this one, from October 2022 to November, December, Jan, Feb, in 4 months, what they have done? They have launched 16.0. See, from here, the market got very up. It's gone up, guys. Let us see what they have done in 2023. Okay, so in 2023 November, they have launched. What they have launched? They have launched. See here, 2023 Feb to 2024. Again Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and November. 8 to 9 months. Again they are launching. After that, again 4 months, they have launched the new version. Again after 6 to 7 months, they have launched one more thing. And after this, in Jan 2025, they have launched TOSCA 2024.2. Now they will ask me, why you have not used 2024.2? Why are you using this one? 16, which is way long ago. Tell them, we are planning to migrate to 2023. If we migrate to 2024.2, the issues will be very high. We will get lot of issues. Okay, if there is an issues, we can't risk it, right? So just tell them we are using 16 and we are planning to migrate to 2023.2. Okay, got my point? See, why I have showed this one? Why? Because most of the persons will think that the TOSCA is not good in the market. Those who said it is not good in the market, this is how it is growing in the market. I'm telling you guys, the TOSCA is very, very good. Okay. So if you learn the TOSCA now, till 3 to 4 years or more than 5 years, if there is new tool, we can't do anything. But mostly we won't get this tool since it is a stabilized. Now I have seen lot of companies using this tool. Okay. So please concentrate on the session and learn the subject. See, I'm teaching from very, very basics. Like I'm teaching from how to install the TOSCA, and I'm telling the scenarios and I'm giving the interview questions also. This is how my way of teaching with you guys. Continuously we will have this. Okay, you will learn the subject. So try to learn the subject on the same day. Okay, now what you have done? So you have installed the TOSCA and now you have opened the TOSCA. Now once I have showed it to you, then how for you how the TOSCA will look like? The TOSCA will look something like this for you. Once you have installed the TOSCA, you can only see three options. What are those three options? Come here, please. What are those three options? The three options are this project, this open, and create. So these are the, and here you can see first step, but anyway, these are the important. Means you have installed the TOSCA and now you need to click on the project and you need to click on open and you need to click on create. We need to click on this create new option. Okay, so what is this project? What is this open and what is this create new? That we need to understand. Okay, so now see here this. Okay, see here. Okay, 1 minute. It is opening this. Okay, let me cancel. So what you can see, once you have opened the TOSCA in your machine, what are the options you can see? You can see only certain options. What are those certain options? Once you have installed the TOSCA, we need to, what do you need to do? Once you have installed the TOSCA, you need to open the TOSCA and we can see three options. What are those options? What are those options, guys? The first option is project. Second one is open. And third one is create. We can see these three options, guys. I will install, you don't worry. What is this project? Actually, project ante. Okay. See, once we have done, we will go inside. First, we will see what are the outside elements we have. This project. Okay. This info. What is this info? This info is whatever you want to do it at the project level. Generally, you won't touch this info, guys. Please don't touch this info. Okay. You have project. In that, you have info. Okay. In the info, you can revert all the changes. You can restore the values. You can back up the things. These all architect will take care, guys. You don't do anything. But if you want to take the backup or if you want to restore your workspace, then you can use this one. Okay. Now, options. What is these options? These options are used to manipulate the project. License activations, not license activation, license manipulating, workspace management, everything you need to do it here. But we are not bothered about this info and options. Assal మనం touch cheyanda. So don't learn it, waste of time. Next, settings, very, very important. What is the settings? In these settings, what we will do, we will understand. Okay. In these settings, we will manipulate your respective test cases. Test case level lo edaina apply cheyali ani anukunte, if you want to apply anything you want it at the test step level, then you will use this one. So when we are building the test cases, I will come here and I will tell you. Okay. Next one, about TOSCA. The name itself, we have what version we have used, what is the build on version, what are the things we will have. We can see this one in about TOSCA. Next one, accounts. What is this accounts? If you want to add two-factor authentications you will have, right? So to use it, you will use accounts. So don't touch anything, only settings we will take care. Okay. Now, finally, see here, you have license. Very, very important. See, generally, once they have asked the question, how to install the TOSCA, what is the next question they will ask? They will ask how to configure the license in TOSCA. Once you have installed, you should know how to configure the license. Okay. In order to configure the license, what you need to do? You need to steps. Let me write the steps. I have a habit of giving the steps, guys. I will give you this as a class notes. Okay. Now, what are the steps we have? Steps MM unnai manaki. The first step is launch the TOSCA commander. We need to launch the TOSCA commander. Okay. TOSCA commander ni launch it. Once we have launched the TOSCA commander, okay, go on mute, please. Once we have launched the TOSCA commander, then what you need to do? Once you have launched it, you need to go to the projects license. Okay, we need to go to the project and license log. Then we need to click on this connect. Click on connect. We need to click on connect. Okay. What do you need to do? You need to click on this connect. Now we have three types of licenses in TOSCA. One is you can give cloud license. You can give self-host license. You can give local host. Okay. Now what you need to do? Select the type of license. Either it can be cloud, else it can be self-host, else it can be local machine. Okay, I will tell you guys what are the differences. I will tell you. Just you need to select one of the license. Mostly in the real time, they will select only the cloud host. Click on the cloud host. First one. Click on the cloud host. Now what you need to do? You need to give the username and password. So select type of license. In real time, we will use, what we will use? We will use cloud host, license server, and we need to provide username and password. Manam username and password istam. Okay, and click on OK. That's it. Click on OK button. Once you have provided username and password, then you need to click on this OK button. That's it. Your license will be configured. Okay, license will be configured. I will give you the license. You don't worry. Now they will ask one of the important interview question. What are the types of license which are available in TOSCA? What are the types of licenses which are available in TOSCA? So first one is cloud host license server. And second one is, see guys, what are the things we have? Cloud host license server. Next, self-host license server. Third one, local machine. Use local machine. What are those and what we need to do? We will see it in the upcoming classes. So this is how I will teach you each and everything else. Pratidi nenu ila teach chestan anamata. Okay. For example, if you have any test cases or if you have any modules, okay, or any other thing, I will tell you how to do it. We have 8 more minutes, right? We will continue. Okay. So what you need to do? How to configure the license. See how we have designed the subject. See here. First, we have started with installation of TOSCA. Somehow we have installed the TOSCA. Okay. Next, what we have done? So we have seen some interview questions. After that, we have analyzed the TOSCA. What is this project? Okay. Next, in the license, we have seen what are the licenses which are available. Okay. Now, till here, if you know the basic step, you can do it. What you can do? You can come here and you can open the TOSCA and provide the license. After, once you have understood how to configure the license, we will click on this open to open the existing works. See, in order to play cricket, we need to go to the playground, right? On the same way, in order to build the test cases, we need to go to the workspace. What do you need to do? You need to go to the workspace. Right? So let me show you how this workspace will look like. See, the workspace will look something like this. Let it open. అంటే అసలు టోస్కా ఎలా ఉంటుంది అనేది చూపిస్తాను. I will show you how the TOSCA will look like. See, this is how the TOSCA will look like. You have installed the TOSCA. You have configured the license. Now you should understand how you need to come from outside to inside in order to automate the test cases. Got my point? In order to automate the test cases, you should know how we will Do this. Okay. See, somehow you have come inside, right? Next, we will learn what are the sections which are available. Slowly, we will go to the test case section and we will automate the test case. Got my point? Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me, guys. Okay. So, Banu, do you have any questions?
Yeah, Ritvik, actually, patches going to discuss this, brother. So
Can
can
you
you repeat
bit
that once?
louder, please, Banu?
Like, can you explain once more, like, about the patches, like versions in the patches?
You are working on
Hello?
what is that?
No, 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 I'm asking about the patches.
Patches. Very good. See, what is this patch is? I will explain. Okay. See here. Generally, let me explain. Okay. Explanation. See here. Now, you have current version is 16.0, right? So, what is 16.0? They will upgrade something, like they will add some modules or they will easy your steps. And first, they will launch patch 1. What is patch 1? So, it is an actual version of TOSCA. Now, uh, the Banu has identified some issues. What the issues the Banu has identified? That some buttons are not working. You have raised one bug. Others will raise another bug or another defect. Now, what they will do? They can't fix all these things and they can't launch 17.0. Directly, they can't launch it, right? So, what they will do? They will fix all the small bugs and they will launch 16.0 with patch 2. Patchwork. We know patchwork, right? That the reels are famous. Patchwork means you are patching up. That's it. What is this patch? If there is an actual version, in that you have a defects. In order to, for example, you have that one, right? In order to fix that issue, what we will do means you can't fix that and you can't release the versions, right? So if you can't release the versions, then what is the best thing you can do? You can release the patches. Means small bugs, you will quickly fix it and you will ask them to install 16.0 patch 2 rather going for other versions. Did you get that, Banu?
Yeah, yeah, yes, Ritvik.
It's
And
clear, right?
you told like, yeah, yeah, yes, again, like,
Yeah.
you told from changing version. Now, currently we are using 16.0 version, right? You told like if you go to 20, 23 or 24 version, we will have some issues. Like, can you say one or two issues, something like that only?
Yeah. See, for example, in 2024.2, which is the latest version, when I have installed in my machine, what it is doing, right? It is not, the click is not working. For example, you want to click on any web element. See here. Just understand the subject. Here, see, I want to click on any, see, I want to click on the register button. This click is not working. That is a defect. We have raised it also. Okay. When I'm dragging, some modules are not dragging. Some modules, not all the modules. You got my point? Those are the two issues which we found it in latest versions. So every time use n minus 1 or n minus 2. That is the better one. We also migrated from 16.0 patch 3 to 2023.1. We have not gone to 2024. You got my point?
Yes, 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 yeah.
Hmm. The click, see, without click, how you can automate? The main functionality is not working. So we have raised that. They are asking to use X something. X you can use it, but I will tell you when it comes. Okay. Very good, Bono. Nice. Any other questions? Don't hesitate to
No,
ask
no,
the questions.
no, I'm good, Ritvik. Thank you.
Yeah. So don't hesitate to ask the questions. You can speak with me in Telugu or Hindi or English. I know 3 languages. ఎవరికైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి. ఓకే. హరీష్, ఎనీ డౌట్స్? శ్రీకర్, Malati?
No rush. No
No,
rush.
right?
No.
It's clear.
No.
See, what I will do, I will upload the previous class and this class. Both the classes I will upload and I will share it to your link, share it to you. Okay. So I will share it with you guys. Okay. Next, Malati or Sai Kumar, Praveen, Ranadir. Any other questions? Or questions?
Not it.
No, right?
No, Rajesh, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, guys.
No.
Okay. Good to hear that. Okay. See, generally, we won't have classes on Saturdays and Sundays. Only we will do it in the weekdays. But in Saturday, I will do some doubt sessions. Okay. See, this batch is very precious for me. There is a special batch. I will tell you why it is special. And what I am doing is like, as soon as possible, I will train you as a real time. I will show my real time to you. Okay. Everything I will help you. I know all these things are working professionals and they want to migrate from one domain to another domain or normal thing to testing. I will help you in all the ways, guys. Trust me, I have huge experience. Today also, one person has placed in company. I won't take the names, but yes. So we have lot of persons slowly they are going to the second round, first round. All these things are happening. I will tell one example. I can't take the name. One of the person who is from the non-technical. After my class, they are now working as a technical. We have a lot of examples. You will see what is my experience and all. So what I will do, I will give you daily, I will give the class notes. Daily, I will give you the recordings. Do we have any WhatsApp group for this batch? I will create soon. Once the batch is confirmed, everyone is interested, then we can do. See, these are the two demos, guys. In the first demo, I have clearly explained you what is a TOSCA and I have compared TOSCA and Selenium. In the second demo, what we have done, I have clearly explained you how my way of teaching would be and how I will give the class notes. Okay. If you like the videos, if you want to continue, please continue. If you want to drop off, please let me know. Can I get your contact info? Yes. So my number, I will ping it here. Okay. So you can directly contact me. First message me. So later we will talk. If you want one-on-one call with me. So tomorrow after 11 p.m., 11 a.m., we will connect. Who are in US, evening times we will connect. Okay. ఎవరికైనా one-on-one నాతో మాట్లాడాలంటే before you are joining this course, you can talk. Okay. Do you have any other questions? Let me stop the recording. That's it for today. See you all in the next.